Hi guys, this video is about my 43-inch computer monitor and how I use it every day. I have owned the Acer ET430K for almost 4 years. Although I have not always used it to its full potential, I am now very happy with my purchase. Since there is no comparable article on the internet, I thought I would make a video so that you don't repeat my mistakes and maybe get some tips. My first mistake was that I built a shelf behind my desk. The screen was just too big for me to sit right in front of it. I was worried that this might have a negative effect on my neck. But if you put the screen further away, you might as well buy a smaller screen, move it closer, and save money. Here's an example calculation. A 27-inch screen at a distance of 0.5 meters would be just as big as a 43-inch screen at 0.8 meters. I have now solved the problem of the otherwise too large picture in a different way, and did this by turning down the resolution via the computer. When I sit directly in front of the screen, I set the resolution to 3440 x 1440 and get an ultra-wide screen with Quad HD resolution. The diagonal is about 35 inches. This setting works not only on the graphics card of my PC, but even on my €200 Intel laptop. The widescreen mode is perfect for productive multitasking or video editing. But when I want to watch Netflix, I switch back to full screen and can enjoy the series in brilliant 4K. That brings us to the applications I recommend. So that I don't always have to go through the settings to change the resolution, the freeware monitor profile switch is recommended. Here you can automatically switch back and forth with self-created shortcuts. Two other apps that are very popular for ultra-wide screens are called Display Fusion and Improved Tube. With Display Fusion you can, for example, split the screen into segments. Improved Tube is an ingenious browser extension which I can recommend to everybody. For example, videos always start in the theater mode and are therefore always perfectly visible. For the people who want to know more about these apps, I link a YouTube video in the description below which explains everything nicely. But now back to my setup. Concerning the choice of the computer, you can say that you should make sure that your own computer really can handle 4K at 60 Hz. If you plan to build your own PC like I did 3 years ago, I have a tip. Instead of building a rainbow PC like I did, you should consider whether a closed damped system might be better. I hardly ever look into my PC and always turned off all the lights. During quiet movie scenes it sometimes happens that you can hear the fans in the PC, which can be annoying. Products that enhance the setups are, for example, the Backlight. In the beginning I simply wrapped the LED strip around the self-made frame and hung it to the wall behind the screen with 2 nails. It looks great, is comfortable for the eyes and cost me about €25. Later I decided to buy Philips Hue, more precisely the Hue light bars. An upgrade that is very expensive and is connected to the PC via Wi-Fi, so that the lights match what is shown. Of course you can also create smart ambilight at a lower price and display more than just 2 colors. But these alternatives are much more complicated and often the cheapest products from China are used. A wireless mouse, on the other hand, is a good investment. If you lean back, you can skip serious intros or change the volume without having to bend forward. But the most important thing for the setup is definitely the leg rest. This is the best way to make watching a series enjoyable. Unfortunately, my setup does not only have advantages. For example, there are no reasonably priced 43-inch monitors with more than 60 Hz. Shooters pros usually play with 144 to 240 Hz. Although the pixels look as if they are turned off, this is not the case. For some people it is important to have multiple screens. A second screen next to the 43-inch doesn't make lots of sense though. If you are interested in a large computer screen despite these 2 or 3 cons, because you like watching movies on the PC, I recommend the following product. The LG 43UN700B. It gets 4.5 stars on Amazon and is 3 years newer than mine. Also, the reflective display on my Acer is annoying. If it is too bright outside, I have to darken the room. The LG should have a matte display. Another important feature on such large monitors is a good VESA compatibility, just to be flexible. I hope I could give you a good overview with this video. I will link the mentioned products in the video description. If you're interested in more videos about tech and gadgets, please leave a like or sub. Thanks.